guys. In the previous video, we just discussed about the case study. And the topic we discussed is academic pressure and ethical compromise. The same we are going to discuss with the implementation of design thinking. And I don't want to tell much about design thinking since you are in final year. From the initial stage of DT project, you might came to know about what is design thinking and how much importance is given in our college regarding this DT. Yes. So let me explain the phases. You will have to define, empathize, ideate, prototype, and testing or validation. So for the same scenario which we discussed in the case study, we are just going to do it for DT. So shall we start now? Yes.
Okay, let me start with the empathize part. We will be beginning by understanding all the perspectives. First, let us see the student's perspective. Student will have the fear of low marks. Since this situation is considering the lead question paper and whether students should use the lead question paper or not. So, a student, first student has a fear of low marks, and also the family expectations will be there. So they will be able to get high marks using that question paper. And also since the student will be a final student, they will have the placement pressure too. So they need to focus on placement questions also. So they will be thinking of using the lead question paper. So this will be the condition of the student's perspective. And also faculty will be in the they will be thinking of detecting bad ethical practices, and also they should complete the syllabus, and also they should maintain the fairness of attending the question papers. And also institutions will be thinking of protecting their credibility. So they will be securing the question papers and also not leaking off the question papers and protect the honesty of the students. This will be the emphasis of all of those.
Yeah, let me define this problem statement. Actually, coming on to this problem statement, the students have a lot of pressure and a lot of things on their mind, like what we gonna do, or how we are going to study, like a lot of pressure they are going to handle. So on that time, the students will have to make their environment very close with friends and mentors. So they have to make an environment friendly environment so that they can be able to contact with their friends and mentors to know like what are the topics have to be covered and what are the important topics have to be learned must be in the lesson like this. And also the students have to follow the human values and ethical values. If whatever progress they are making, they have to follow the human values and ethical values in their academic progress. And also they have to know their health-care because while coming on to the education, academic placement preparation or on the interview preparation, students are just thinking about we have to score good marks, we have to get some reward like it, but they are not thinking about the self-care. That's why they are making the health loss, and also they are not able to attend their exams on their internal exams, so that they are lost in the internal marks as well. So internal marks also is a very important thing for getting a semester mark and grade. So on the time they are losing the health issues, they are facing health issues. Due to this, they are losing their marks. So they have to think about that, and they have to do their self-care, and they have to know their night sleeping time, and also they have to make themselves hydrated, and also they may have to make the educational progress due by making the rules or making the progress. And also they have to follow some rules to overcome the issues.
Okay, let's have an ideal part. In fact, the question paper is leaked, right? In third person, that's it. So we have an ideal part that the organization should update a system like it should not be leaked by anyone. It should be consulting only by the organization, so that the students cannot leak any question paper from the third person also. At the time leaking the question paper, the students only concentrated on the question will have and leak, right? So that the students only focus on that, not learning the whole syllabus. Because even they leave a single topic in semester, they will be handling the serious situation. So that the management should conclude that having a continuous assessment and predicting the leakage of the question paper, so that even the initial stage of any student was joining an engineering college or any other college, about the stress management and also the continuous assessment. Even the fear is getting out from a single exam, so that we can move this type of idea.
Now let me explain the prototype part. And we have two prototypes for this problem. The first one, mentor support system. Each a group of students have one mentor to assign to check their monthly updates and emotional supports. Another solution was continuous assessment in portal. Taking an assessment with the multiple portals like DevOps and what's the unstop, it's like reduces the unethical temptations because of the scoring good marks.
So these are all solutions and reasons and all the situations which occur in a student's life to follow the ethics and the rules as you all perform and said. But the key thing which when we implement this in a real life situation, the impact is huge. So initially the student will have a good relationship between the teacher, their mentors, their co-pupils, and also it reflects in their exams as well, where they can see a decreased amount of malpractices. And these two are the main key factors which increases the confidence and honesty among the students. So these are all the great impacts which we come across after testing this in a real life scenario. So to conclude this situational bound of the ethical dilemma, the malpractices and everything, this is where the academic course structure shapes and molds the student's mind by creating a syllabus or a particular and specialized course in professional ethics and human values, which is more important even in professionalism as well as in our day-to-day lives. So, how design thinking implements here is that it makes an ethical problem into a human-centric solution where the approach is also very easier and efficient, where we empathize by placing our feet in others' shoes. So this is where the key factor of design thinking and implementing it in all our lives, especially in professional ethics and human values, makes a good impact among the profitable impact among the student groups. I think this is what we are looking forward to also.
So as you said, leaking the question paper and writing answer is an unethical practice.
Yes.
You people have to follow as a student, even if you're a student or you're working in an organization, or if you're an employee or employed in an organization. It's our duty to follow the ethical rights, values, and protocols which they set in each organization.